In my last video, I took a closer look at Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated and essentially tore it to shreds. This time we're gonna take a more positive approach, looking at a game that I actually like. Luigi's Mansion. But since we're looking at a Luigi's Mansion game, I guess I should look the part. Alright, I think I look pretty good. Given my current wardrobe, this is probably the best I can do, right? I can't really think of anything else I could do. I think that's all there is. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Luigi's Mansion was released on September 14th in 2001, alongside the Nintendo GameCube as a launch title. And it was actually the first game I ever owned. My dad came home one day with the GameCube and Luigi's Mansion, which to this day I'm not even sure how he heard about it. I guess maybe he asked a coworker or something. But man, what a life-changing event. The GameCube was, and I think will always be, my favorite console, because it's what I grew up with, and it housed so many great games that I will treasure forever. One of those games being Luigi's Mansion, which is why I wanted to make a video sharing this game, my experiences, and my thoughts on the game. Luigi's Mansion was my first ever game that I owned, and that meant I played it a lot. Me and my brother would spend countless hours roaming the haunted halls trying to figure out how to beat certain bosses and solve puzzles. We even had to ask our friend to help us beat the game because back then we couldn't just look up a guide. When I think of this game, I think of the GameCube, and I think of my childhood. It's nostalgia. Luigi's Mansion is easily one of my favorite games of all time. The game is technically astounding. The entire mansion is loaded at once, which was really cool, and it allowed for smooth, seamless gameplay, being able to run through the halls, entering and leaving rooms, all with no loading screens. The game itself was actually being developed alongside the GameCube, which is why it plays so well. If you want to hear more about Luigi's Mansion and its development, I'd recommend watching Beta64's video on that topic, as he goes through a lot of cool and interesting facts. But aside it from being good from a technical standpoint, the game is also just fun. You're thrown into a dark, haunted mansion, only equipped with a flashlight, a vacuum cleaner, and a Game Boy. Seriously? You roam the halls, unlocking doors, uncovering hidden gems, and fighting ghosts. The game has an awesome sense of exploration. There are so many locked doors that just have you wondering what's behind them. There's even a door that's boarded up. And when I was a kid, for some reason I used to think Bowser was behind that door, which is stupid because later on in the game you actually get into that room. There are even special doors that require special keys that are only obtained after beating specific bosses in the game. These doors unlock the next areas in the game, allowing you to progress further through the mansion. It's such a big mansion that it's cool to see all these unique rooms, and accompanying them, they're unique ghosts. Most of the rooms in the mansion are occupied by regular ghosts, as well as what are referred to as portrait ghosts. These portrait ghosts are bigger and stronger than the regular ghosts, and are all unique with their own personalities. Some of these portrait ghosts even talk to you. Each portrait ghost has its own unique way of defeating it, which the game won't flat out tell you, so it's kinda like a little puzzle every time you enter a new room. The game is filled with so many cool details that just elevate the overall experience. One cool little detail about this game is that almost every object in this game can be interacted with. Oh my god, I gotta take a shit, oh god, I think a little bit came out. Oh my god, please. Oh, thank god. Oh, what the f is Toad doing here? Oh, what the f? Oh god, this is disgusting. Toad, oh my god, did you do this? Oh, actually, this is kinda useful. Oh, f it, whatever. Wait a minute. I almost forgot to hump the sink. Ah, that's some good sh**. I guess I should probably talk to this little f***. Hey, what's going on?
I dropped a really important thing into...
Well, f*** you, man. See ya. Dumbass bitch. You can vacuum, shake, or even sometimes hump objects in the game, which can lead to finding hidden treasures and hearts to replenish your health. And you're also told by EGAD, once you collect the water element metal, that water has purifying properties, which could potentially hint at you being able to water plants. And there's also another quote later on once you start capturing booze where EGAD basically tells you that you should water all plants you come across. Watering plants usually gives you some good treasure, and can also give you hearts as well. However, there is one plant specifically in the game that gives you a huge payout. And I honestly don't even know how anyone would know about this plant. It's in the backyard next to the doghouse, and you have to repeatedly water this plant a few times throughout the game, and after doing so, it'll yield a nice shiny diamond worth a lot of money. It's just one of those random details that's never even mentioned or referenced throughout the game, well, as far as I'm aware, that a normal player might not even come across. Another cool detail is that there are actually books in the game that you can read and get a tiny bit of lore on some of the ghosts in the game. It's nothing crazy, but it's cool that it's there. Though I wish there were actually more lore to these books. It'd be cool to read more about the backstory of some of these ghosts. Something else cool that I think is underrated in this game is the ability to use the Game Boy to inspect objects and get Luigi's thoughts on things. Yeah, Luigi actually speaks. Well, not out loud, but I mean, I guess it's in its head. There's also being able to use mirrors in the game to fast travel back to the foyer, which I never really found myself using that feature, but hey, it's in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. Just gonna... God, what is wrong with me? This game has a fantastic soundtrack. To this day, I still hum and whistle some of the songs from this game. The sound design in this game is awesome, and everything works together to fit the overall theme of balancing dark and scary tones with fun and Nintendo-like humor, making it suitable for kids but also fun for adults. Obviously, the game isn't a horror game, but it's still teetering on the spookier side of the Mario franchise. Now, the game isn't all good, unfortunately. I have my fair share of complaints, so all you SpongeBob defenders mad about my last video can see that even I am willing to criticize one of my most beloved games. I'll start off with capturing Booze. Of course, it makes sense to have Booze in this game. It's a game about a haunted mansion where you fight and capture ghosts. I just wish capturing Booze wasn't so damn annoying. Booze don't get vacuumed the same way as regular ghosts, as the Booze don't have a heart, so you can't stun them with your flashlight, which makes sucking them up a little awkward, as there isn't a solid lock-on. It feels a little floaty. The game does have a little aim assistance to help you out, but it's nothing crazy. If you don't get the boo right away and it manages to escape your grasp, it can actually travel through walls, and will even leave the room you're in, making you chase after it through the halls. Yeah, this is a cool idea, but it can get really annoying, especially later in the game when the boos have 300 health. Yes, collecting all the boos isn't necessary to complete the game. But what am I, a little bitch? Yes. The boos were a cool addition, and they had unique characteristics that set them apart from other ghosts. But their core mechanics didn't work too great and were more of a nuisance than a fun collectible hunt. Another complaint I have is with the final boss of this game, which, spoiler, is King Boo, or Bowser, or both? It's weird. In the final fight, you fight against a giant Bowser with King Boo inside of him. I'm still not sure if it's a big Bowser suit, or if it's actually Bowser and his head just comes off. Is King Boo a furry? Is Bowser King Boo's first son? I don't know, and frankly, I don't even understand why they had to add Bowser to this game. In my opinion, adding Bowser to this game, and especially adding him to the final boss fight, really takes away from the uniqueness of King Boo, as well as the game Luigi's Mansion itself. The game already feels so separated from traditional Mario games with only a few references like the Toads, Boos, and Mario's items, that adding Bowser as part of the final boss really takes away from the game instead of adding to it. Also, the boss fight itself is really annoying. Yeah, that's another complaint. Personally, I think the boss fights for Boolossus and King Boo were just flat out annoying. That's all. I mean, come on, dude, it's a kid's game, all right? Make it easier. Another complaint I have could be seen as petty, but I think it's worth mentioning. And it's that Luigi can't jump.
Oh no!
Luigi's got the tools, and he's
No, this isn't a white person joke. This may not seem like a big deal, and I wouldn't think it's a big deal either, except for the fact that the developers added some special gravity reversal panels that allow Luigi to walk on the ceiling, only to drop down somewhere where he could have easily gotten to by jumping or just even climbing. These panels are only used twice in the entire game. Once in the tea room, to get on top of the table to open a chest to get the ice medal, and in the cellar, which is only useful because there are big clumps of dust on the floor, which could easily be vacuumed up, but just makes me question, why are they even there? They literally just added those clumps, and then added the panels, and were like, all right, see, these panels have a purpose. It would have been so cool if there was, I don't know, some room that was upside down that could have used these panels. Oh wait, there is an upside down room with the portrait ghost, and they didn't even bother using the panels. Why? Why wouldn't they? It's literally the perfect opportunity. They could have made such a cool fight with the panels, but they didn't. I don't understand. Also, why the fuck isn't there a door here? There is literally no reason there shouldn't be a door here. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I think I've said all that I want to say. Luigi's Mansion is a great game. Not only is it a fun gameplay experience, but it also highlights Luigi as a character himself. Before Luigi's Mansion, you always think of Luigi as the second Mario bro. He's never as important, but in this game, he actually gets the spotlight on him, and it really showcases his love for Mario. Luigi essentially goes through hell and back trying to save Mario. He faces some of his greatest fears. He's whimpering. He's scared out of his mind, but not once does he give up. And I think that's really powerful. I mean, it is a kid's game, and it is just Nintendo, but like, it's true. It's that brotherly love that you just can't break that bond. Luigi went through this entire mansion not even knowing if Mario would survive, even less if he would survive. And when he finally rescues Mario, you can see he's overwhelmed with joy. He's crying, he's laughing. It's his brother. Finally, he saved him. So I don't want to hear any more Luigi slander, people thinking he's a coward and he's stupid, because he basically went through this entire gauntlet of hell, almost single-handedly, with a little help from Egad, but basically he gave him a vacuum cleaner, and it's like, here you go, f***ing win. And it was incredible. It was fun, it was spooky, it was fantastic. Overall, I think Luigi's Mansion is a great game. If you haven't already played it, you should definitely try it out. If you don't own a GameCube or a Wii, there are other ways to play the game, which I'm not saying how to, but I'm just saying you can look online. Wink. If you enjoyed watching this video, I would really appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up and left a comment on what your favorite part is. If you have no idea anything about Nintendo, video games, or anything, and you're only watching this because you're friends with me, thanks. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you subscribe. And if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment down below, and I might potentially possibly make another video. I'm a pretty busy guy with school and work and streaming and all my other hobbies that I have, so I'll get around to more videos, but things like this take time. I mean, you can see my beard is already growing back in from when I originally shaved for however long ago it was. If you like my voice and you like my personality, you should check me out on Twitch. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's really fun. We've gotten somewhat of a community going. I love everyone that chats with me and lurks. It's awesome. If you want to join, the link is in my description box down on YouTube. It's in my Twitter. It's everywhere. Join the Discord server also. I have a Discord server. It's a small community, but it's growing. If you have no friends, I will talk to you. Trust me. I know what it's like. Seriously. I'm trying to grow the server, and we got some people chatting regularly, which is pretty cool. I try my best to be active in Discord, because, I mean, I have, like, you can see 4 monitors, so I have Discord always open on one of my monitors. So in case anyone's watching, like, why is this guy always responding so quickly? That's why. I'm not a loser who just like, sits on my phone, just, like, waiting for the message, okay? I just happen to have it on my other screen. I'm that kind of loser. It's a different kind, all right? Another thing, if you like my voice, you'll probably, most likely, enjoy my podcast. It's not technically my podcast. It's me and my friend Zarif's podcast. We co-host it. It's called Weenie Hut Radio. Basically, we're 2 best friends and we're just talking. We're having fun. It's a conversation, and if you want to join the conversation, it is also linked in the description. You can follow us on Twitter at Weenie Hut Radio. It's a lot of fun. If you ever have suggestions for topic ideas, you can tweet at us, you can join the Discord and ask us. Eventually, we want to bring on guests, but for right now, we're kind of building it up. We're about five episodes in at this point. We release weekly episodes on every Wednesday on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, as well as on YouTube and this app called Podbean, which is really just our hosting site, but it's an app you can download on your phone. Anyways, I'll shut the fuck up now. Check out my other videos. Check me out on Twitch. Check out the podcast. Join the Discord. Follow me on social media because I'm very active on Twitter. I kind of use Instagram. I don't really use it that much anymore. But yeah, I seriously appreciate all the support from my previous videos and all the support that I'm assuming is going to be on this video. Thank you all so much. I love you all. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya! You done it again, John.